Hello, YouTube. This is Silver by the Ounce, and this is my end of March 2020 video. And what a month it was and is, and April will be the same. Let's go over spot prices. If this is your first time with me, welcome. I go over spot prices first. Silver ended today, the 31st, at 14.15. It was actually down $2.61 from the end of February, where 16.76. And gold was actually, it closed the day at 15.90.62. It was actually up $2.22 from the end of February, where it was 15.88 and change. The gold to silver ratio. So 1 ounce of gold equals this many ounces of silver is 112 and a half, let's call it. So 1 ounce of gold is 12 and a half ounces of silver, and that is a 17 and a half ounce increase from last month. And man, I put a couple alerts out of cheap silver a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Maybe some of you got them. If you didn't, go back and check. You can't buy it at all now. They are sold out, and it is just tough. However, a couple days ago, I put an ad up or a video up for gold, where you can basically get it 1/10 of an ounce for $165, up to 10 ounces per your household. So I recommend check out that video if you are in the market for gold, and let me know what happens. I've gotten from them before, so check out that video. It's the one right behind this one. Anyway, that being said, this is pretty unbelievable, and we may see it go higher. I have no idea. But let's get into what I purchased this month. But before I do that, actually, let me do a couple of things here. I like to go over what I stack versus what I collect, and you could read this. But the stacking is mostly items that I'd want to pick up and sell quickly. So bullion, bars, rounds, or any other type of precious metal. That's an example. Buy it at 17, sell it for 39, and it stands for I don't give a shit. These are the I don't give a shit. I don't care about collecting or holding. These are what I'll buy low, sell higher. My collect is mostly things I care about. That is not saying that I wouldn't sell it if the price got higher, but these are mostly things I care about. Sets, my collections in series, Libertads, low mintage 8 reels, they're graded. Britannia, Queen's Beast, again graded for the most part, in the Chinese Panda sets. So that is kind of what I am thinking when I buy my precious metals, what I stack and get rid of versus what I'll collect and pass onward. And this year, 2020, my stacking goals were lower my cost average to $23.50 per ounce. Get 180 ounces of silver, 1.5 ounces of gold by the end of January of next year. That'll be my 7-year stacking. And finish and obtain my coin sets for ongoing sets, Libertads, Queen's Beast, and Britannias. So that now brings us in to what I purchased. Let's start off with a bang. I got a little bit lucky. I actually purchased this at the end of February, and it finally came. It's actually a first release this year, 2020, 3 gram or 1/10 of an ounce Panda. And just under a 1/10 of an ounce, but I'll always call it the 1/10 of an ounce. And you can see the Panda on it. It's very, very nice. I did not get last year's, and I totally regret it because the prices were so damn high. And then when I saw this, I was like, you know what? Let me just get it and be done with it. So I got it. And this actually cost me, what did this cost me? $224.86. But I lucked out and I got 10% eBay bucks with it back in February. So I'm happy. You know, I got like $23 in eBay bucks, and I got the coin. And that's one that I could actually check off. So I go into my list here, and we go into, I still call it the gold 10th ounce, but you know, they're 3 also. And so you could see I want 2 of them per. I did not get the 2019s, but I did get this one. And you can see what I paid back in 2018, $177.50. So let's just call it $180 here. Their PCGSs, I got an NGC this time, and we said it was $224.86. and it's an NGC first release MS70. MS70. So, I got one down. I'm going to look for a second one at some point, but now with gold, good luck to me with that. All right, so that was that. That was terrific. Something else that I collect are the 8 reals coins. This is the Mexico City 8 reals, 1813. MO means Mexico City, and I show this every time I get one. On the very back here, you can see the MO, and it is alive and well on the Libertad and other Mexican coins. It's the Mexico City Mint. And I collect graded coins. This is an extra fine 45. And this is the 1813 version. And it is Ferdinand the 7th. And I only collect the graded version, so this is an extra fine 45, and I needed this. I think it was last month I was able to finish the Carolus the 4th section. I'm collecting 1772, as you can see here. 1772. These are graded. These are shipwreck coins. I still need one shipwreck coin to finish this set, and I need these graded ones. And then we move it over. I got all of these Carolus. So Carolus the 3rd you saw, Carolus the 4th, and then we go into Ferdinand. And here we go with Ferdinand. I get the 1813, and it is an NGC graded extra fine 45, and I paid, it was actually not a bad price, all things considered, $100 even for this. So I paid $100 even. It's a pretty good price, and as you can see, I need this. So now I'm down to 1810, 1811, 1814, 15, 16, and 17 to try to knock off this section of the set. I actually have an 8. I'll tell you a funny story real quick. I have an 1810. It is ungraded. It is raw. My father actually gave it to me many years ago. And because this is only graded coins, I don't count it. I don't think it's in the greatest condition, and I don't want to spend the money to get it graded. So I'm looking around for another 1810 to kind of replace that for my major set. But I'll always keep the 1810 because I'm very sentimental with that, because my father did give it to me. And that kind of got me started and interested in the Mexican coins. So if anybody has a story like that, I'd love to hear it. You could definitely post it below. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I always like hearing people's stories. So that's how I got involved in starting to collect the Mexican 8 real coins. And I love them. And my goal is to get an entire set of them from 1772 all the way up to the modern day Libertad. So it's a tough feat to get all graded coins, and it's an expensive proposition. These are not cheap. So, that's where I'm at with this. So that one's done. I'll cross that off. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it now. We could do it in another color. Who cares? Orange is the new pink. There we go. All right. So there we go. It sounds like a TV show, doesn't it? So that's where I'm at with the 8 reals. Next, I got another gorgeous coin. This right here is the Proof 70 1 ounce Britannia for 2020. It is the first 100 struck. I got number 14, a very low and a nice number. I got these from Government. This cost me $229. I get one every year. They may go lower. I may find them on eBay at some point for $200, but you know what? The 1 year that I say, you know what, I'm going to wait for eBay, I'll have a year like 2014, or forget what year it was. I want to say 2014, where the proofs came out and they skyrocketed in price, and you can't get them for less than $400 or $500 a coin now, the Proof 70s. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to buy it. And that's the extent of it. And I keep up my Britannia set. So this is the 2020. I think it's actually a very, very beautiful coin. I think it looks beautiful. I really like it very, very much. This is the back with the queen, but it looks really good. And again, it is coin number 14, and it comes with this beautiful box. I put it in an album, so I just store this box and all the materials that came in it away. And that is exactly where I'm at with this. So that is my Britannia. So let's go back. A lot of crossing off today, which is beautiful. And by the way, I noticed last month I crossed this off by accident. I do have the MS-70 Libertad. I crossed this off here. I meant to cross this off here because I finished off my 20 ounces of 2019 Mexican Libertads. So again, let's see. The orange is the new pink. Works for me. I don't really care. So that one gets crossed off from last month. Some of you may have caught it or not. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. You guys know I do this often. And Britannia, here's the proof for Britannia. So I get to cross off my proof. That is the 20 proof 70. There we go. I got the proof 70 for 229 right there. This is a book. If you can envision a coin book with pages that have 3 spaces that you could put graded coins on, this will go right in that section there, right between the 2 Britannias that I got. One graded, one not graded. And this book will be almost done. I just more or less just have next year left to do into 2022, and then I will have, I think it's 3-4 pages per page, or I'm sorry, 4 pages per book. So I have 3 books of them. It looks gorgeous in there. And then also, while we're on the topic of Britannias, let's shut this for a second. I'm going to show you here. This is, it's hard to tell, but I'm going to put it against this other coin that I got. And it's still difficult to tell, but it is a gold gilded Britannia. And in the light, it's a little bit tough to tell, but it is gold gilded. And I collect one of these per year. And this happens to be the 2020 gold gilded Britannia. And again, I collect, like I said, one per year. So I get to come over here to the gold gilded page. And we got, right there it is. We have the 20 gold gilded Britannia, and that's right there. And I put it in its own individual holders. I usually do that. You normally would see me do it. I just didn't get a chance to do it because I actually got this today. So I'm putting it in with my marches. So I'm pretty happy about this. I just keep that set up. I have one set of gold gilded. I try to fill in the blanks as I go. I have some I don't have. I have many. So as I find them, I buy them. And so that was a good one. Lastly, 1, 2, and 3. I got 3 5-ounce. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5-ounce Buffalo. This is one of the things that I put on YouTube, guys. It was a pretty good deal for at the time, and now you can't even get them. 5 troy ounces fine silver of the Buffalo. So this is 15 ounces right here. And by the way, this I paid. What did I pay for it? $31.41. And each one of these I paid it was $83.34. It came out to $16.67 per ounce. And I got 15, obviously, 3 of them, 15 ounces of them. So it came out to $16.67 per ounce. And even though silver is at $14.15 now, you couldn't touch these at this point for that anyway, because the bullion dealers are not selling them for that. So, and they're not even selling them at all. So they don't even want to sell them for that. So this is where I am with it. This was a nice solid 15 ounces to my stack. So I get to cross these 15 ounces off of my 15 ounces, I should say, add 15 more ounces here. It's actually 16 ounces I get to add to my stack. I don't count this as numismatic. This is numismatic. This is numismatic. This is numismatic. That does not go to my stack for gold or silver. Just these 16 ounces do, which works well for me, which brings me to my numbers. So this, my numismatic coins, like I just said, I do not count 1, 2, and 3. So, but I do write them down. I keep track of them just so I have them. As for my BU cost, my BU cost of silver, beryllium circulated cost of silver, cost me $281.41 this month for those 16 ounces. I did buy a 1 kilo bar that I did another video on. It has not arrived yet. I'm expecting it probably sometime next week, so that'll be my April video. That's a big purchase for me, and I got that for a pretty good price also. So that's a big block of silver for me on my goal for 180 ounces for this year. That'll bring me up to 2,200 ounces. My goal this year was to get my cost average down to 2350. Now, a lot of my numismatic coins, if you're the first time with me, are graded. So a lot of them might be $100, $110, and I paid up for them. But to have a 2350 goal, like last month, it was at 2378. So I'm just really trying to get it down a quarter from where it is because I have a lot of ounces. So if I could get it down, that bodes very, very well for me because I try to be realistic with my lower goals for lowering my cost average every year. And it does cost money to grade a coin, or buy them graded costs more than just buying the actual coin itself. This one is a bad example, but you get the gist. So that's where I'm at with that. So it cost me $281.41 for those 16 ounces. That gives me a total so far this year of 49, almost 50 ounces, 49 3/4 ounces. All right. Came out this month, I spent only $17.59 an ounce for these 16 ounces because I got these at such a good price. And this one I paid up for, but it didn't really matter in the scheme of things. So when I add this number to last month's total, it comes out to 48,688.06 total that I have spent on BU coins, including graded ones that I count in my stack, divided by my new now total, add 16 ounces to that number. I'm at 2,051.5 ounces. And when you divide that by that, you get $23.73 per ounce. And I am down a solid nickel from last month. So I'm at 23.73. And again, I want to get to 23.50 on a year. And I'll probably be down next month also. In fact, I know I will be because I'll have another 32.15 ounces in that kilo bar that I will show you once I get it. So that is exactly where I'll be now into April. So who knows? This number could go down into the 2360s at that point. And maybe I'll get another kilo at some point, and that'll take me down closer to my average. So that is exactly where I'm at. This, you can see my whole list here. This is basically what I am keeping track on everything to the end of the year. This is what I just read to you. This is exactly what I purchased for March. And that's exactly where I'm at. So that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I always appreciate new subscribers, and definitely leave a comment if you'd like. I hope everybody is being safe and healthy and proactive out there, and taking care of yourself, your families, just making sure that everybody's okay. I hope none of you have this horrible thing that's going on. If you do, just stay home. You know, I could get the vulgar version of it, but in the end, just stay home. Take care of yourself. There is a lot of good times ahead, a lot of turmoil in the world ahead. Can't not be. It's a very, very good and precious time to be stacking precious metals. If you could get them for a decent price, definitely jump on it. Can never really hurt you in the end. I'm very, very happy. I've been doing this over 6 years now. The rainy day has come, and if I need to use them, I will. That is part of the reason why I get these and these for the long term. So guys, thanks again for watching, and be safe out there. And if a deal does come up and I happen to see it, I will definitely add it onto YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and you take it easy. Bye.